Italian media groups filed a criminal complaint over the WhatsApp hack. EV truck maker Nikola has finally called it quits. And the BBC Radiophonic Workshops archive is now available to sample. It's Thursday, February 20th, and this is Engadget News. The fallout continues from the recent WhatsApp hacking campaign by a still unconfirmed entity that targeted nearly 100 journalists and activists. Bloomberg reported on Wednesday that a collection of Italian media groups has filed a criminal complaint with the Rome Public Prosecutor's Office. They hope to discover who installed the zero-click spyware, which was made by the Israeli-founded Paragon Solutions. According to Bloomberg, the complaint describes the spyware as an intolerable intrusion into the personal and professional dimension of journalists, exposing them and their sources to enormous and still persistent risks for their individual safety. It alleges that those responsible violated Italy's laws banning the illicit installation of eavesdropping equipment. WhatsApp said it reached out privately to notify the victims of the hack, which reportedly took place in December and targeted users across Europe. 3 Italian victims have come forward. WhatsApp said the zero-click hack used malicious PDFs sent to groups on the platform. The company has since released a fix to prevent future users of the exploit. The scandal is putting pressure on Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and her far-right Brothers of Italy party. Earlier this month, the government confirmed that at least 7 Italian phones were involved in the campaign and that its national cybersecurity agency was investigating. Arturo Di Corinto, a spokesman for the agency, told Bloomberg this week that the investigation was ongoing. The Italian government has denied involvement in the hacks, but speculation abounds. Last week, Cabinet Minister Luca Siriani confirmed in Parliament that the government had a long-standing contract with Paragon to assist with intelligence and national security-related issues. However, he insisted the law was rigorously respected. The embattled EV truck maker Nikola is going kaput. The company just announced a filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and a plan to sell off assets. Those assets will be sold at an auction, pending court approval. Nikola noted it has $47 million in cash on hand to fund the bankruptcy proceedings and begin the sale process. The company has reported between $500 million to $1 billion in assets, but liabilities totaling $1 billion to $10 billion, according to a court filing. Those market and macroeconomic factors are real as EV adoption growth rates have slowed a bit. However, Nikola is a special case. The company has been embroiled in numerous scandals in recent years, so this news caps off a particularly dire fall from grace from the once buzzy EV maker. Nikola was founded back in 2015 with a mission to create zero-emissions heavy trucks. The company secured a lucrative partnership with GM in 2020, but things fell apart soon thereafter. It was credibly accused of fraud, thanks to a report by short-selling firm Hindenburg Research. That report even included a video showing a Nikola truck rolling down a hill to simulate driving. That elaborate ruse caused the SEC to begin an investigation, which led to founder Trevor Milton stepping down as board chair and CEO. Later, he was arrested and indicted on fraud charges. Milton was found guilty and sentenced to 4 years in prison. The company settled with the SEC for $125 million, and GM backed out of the partnership. The company did go public in 2020 and began shipping its first trucks in 2021. However, reports indicated that Nikola was losing hundreds of thousands of dollars on every truck it sold. All told, the company only made around 600 vehicles, many of which were recalled due to a variety of defects. That subpar performance caused the stock to crater, stumbling from a high of over $1,000 per share to, as of this writing, 47 cents per share. I guess only one company named after the guy who invented alternating current energy is allowed to consistently fall below expectations without making a dent on its valuation. Attention audiophiles, the archive of the BBC Radiophonic Workshop is being made available to the public for the first time. This department was founded in the 1950s as a laboratory that could invent original music and sound effects for BBC radio and later television programming. Over the years, its roster of innovative musicians and composers created audio for iconic BBC productions of the 1950s and 60s, such as Doctor Who, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Goon Show, and Blake's 7. In addition to developing those signature sounds, members' work also laid early foundations for creating electronic music and sampling. In the words of Radiophonic Workshop archivist Mark Ayers, the department was purely for making bonkers noises. Now the BBC Radiophonic Workshop library is being offered to today's creators to sample through a collaboration between Spitfire Audio and BBC Studios. This library includes sounds from the studio's original tapes as well as new recordings and content from the workshop's members and associates. The collection has subheadings for topics such as found sounds, junk, percussion, and synths, so there's a lot of fascinating stuff to explore. It is available at an introductory price of $159 until March 6th. Afterwards, the standard price will be $199. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Will Shanklin, Lawrence Bonk, and Anna Washenko, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.